Hello and welcome to Feed the Beast Ultimate Mod Pack on Fabman Plays Games. Responding basically to the request from one of our first subscribers, Smudge5632, to basically start a Minecraft world from the beginning, so it doesn't get much more beginning than the main screen. So we're going to go in for a single player, but I'm going to briefly go through the options. If you're finding that you're getting some difficulty with speed, then you want to look at your video settings and change the graphics to fast, the render distance to short or even tiny. Turn off things like the video bobbing, and if you're recording for YouTube, then you want to probably have your brightness up a little bit further. That's about what I've gotten to thus far. Obviously we've got some advanced options in here. I have put in Optifine. That should hopefully provide some better quality videos for everybody. Okay, and what we've got here is I've left the difficulty at normal, and I've set the music volumes and the sound volumes, and that's basically because of the recording, and it overwhelms the microphone if it's too loud, but obviously you guys can set that up as much as you like. And the view preferences I've put on Quake Pro, basically so you get a good all-round view and the creepers don't tend to be able to sneak up on you quite as easily. The controls are quite easy, so basically the movements, WASD, like a whole bunch of games. Left shift is to kind of squat down, space to jump, Q to throw stuff out of your inventory, E for your inventory, T for chat. And that's basically the items. Button 1, which is your left mouse button, is the attack button, so that's when you're basically breaking blocks, and right click button is to basically either place or use the item that's in your hand. So we'll crack on now, and we're going to set up a new world. As you can see, we're starting completely from scratch on this mod pack, so all of the statistics and everything will be completely at zero. And we're going to start a survival game mode. We could have hardcore, which means that we'd only get the one life, but I think with all the work we're going to put in, if we die just once, then that's probably going to be quite frustrating. And you can also have creative mode, which allows you to do whatever you like, and I just don't find that particularly satisfying because I'm not actually I've not gotten into the creative side of stuff yet. So then if we look in the more world options, we can have structures. I'm going to leave bonus chests off and obviously cheats off. Stick with a world type, and if you have a seed for the world generator, then you can use that. If not, just stick with the defaults. And then we're going to create our new world, and we'll see how we get on in the survival series. So I'm going to kind of leave this to run through and just explain the reason I've picked the Ultimate Mod Pack is so that we can go forward and do things like power generation on top of the normal stuff. I mean, the first steps that we start with are going to take place in any Minecraft. So what we're going to do is, as soon as we get into the game, we're basically going to go and punch out a few trees. Make sure we've got about 10 blocks of wood. And yeah, okay, we're going to get rid of these messages. Okay, if I can figure out how to get rid of them. There we go, so Z to hide the message. Excellent. So let's just get punching trees. We'll worry about the settings of those things later. So there we go, first achievement, getting wood. So possibly more hilarious for some than others, but and obviously you'll see we've got the Soartex Fanver mod pack, texture pack even, which allows us to see these very nice textures. So I think we're at the limit of what we can do. So if you want to actually get up to the top of the tree, no, that is the top of the tree. All I'm doing there is just pressing the jump key whilst looking down, and then pressing the right key to place the block of wood beneath me, so I basically jump and self-elevate, as it were. So let's do another one, just to make sure we have enough wood. The key things we're looking for on the first day is to basically get shelter and food. Ideally we want light as well, so that's why we're getting the wood now. And then we're going to go and find a place to start setting up our home. Well, our first home. Okay, so that's the trees done. So we now want to look for somewhere where we've got some kind of, usually we're looking for a stone stone facade where we can kind of put a cave into it. And if we want to run, we can just double press the W key, and that's, you basically press it as if you were double clicking a mouse, but you hold your finger down afterwards on the W key. So let's have a little explore. Ah, excellent. So I'm thinking that this is going to be a really kind of good place. We've got some lava going on there. So I'm thinking we're going to kind of head in there. So to start doing that, we're going to press E and go into our personal inventory. Now, for some reason, the NEI has turned itself into cheat mode, so I'm going to turn that off because we don't want any of that. So, in our personal crafting area, we can basically start off by getting this wood and building our first item, which is going to be a crafting table. And we get our achievement for building that. And then we'll place that down. The sun's still nice and high in the sky. So we're now going to use our crafting table by right-clicking on it. And we're going to get some more wooden planks. And from those, we are going to make some sticks. And we're going to need some more wooden planks on top of that. Because what we need is 3 along the top. And then we need 2 sticks in a T configuration, and that will give us our wooden pickaxe. Now, I wouldn't suggest making any other wooden tools, because as soon as you've got your wooden pickaxe, you can mine an area out for your stone, and then you can just build stone tools. I can hear a zombie. I don't want to hear a zombie. I don't want to meet a zombie. What's the point? So we're just going to get this out. I'm keeping an eye on the door. What I may do is just quickly craft up a door. Now what I'm doing here when I'm doing this is I'm using the left button to pick up and the right button to place down single blocks. There we go, so that configuration gives us the door. So we now have, if we need it, no, that's wrong, so I'm going to take that down. I want it the other side. So basically it'll go along the lines of where you're standing, so I'm just going to have a little look around and just see he's not too close. Okay, he's not too close at the moment, so we will go back in and we're just going to expand out this area, and that's going to give us a certain amount of stone, which is, well, cobblestone. So we're breaking the stone and making it cobblestone. Now that has a luminescence to it, so I'm going to leave that just in case we don't get to the stage of making a light area for ourselves. We haven't got food yet, but we have now got our shelter. So I'm just going to break down the crafting table and bring that inside and just place it back down. Okay, so next job we need is, you can see there's lots of different, up in the mini-map we can see there's lots of different baddies around, so we keep an eye out for those. What we can create is our second kind of item that we really need, which is a furnace. So that's going to help us cook food. It's also going to help us to get over the fact that at the moment we don't have any coal. Now coal is usually quite prevalent, but just in case you can't get it before nightfall, you can basically use wood, and if you just put some normal wood in the top, just burn a bit of wood, it will actually provide you with charcoal, and from that charcoal, in either your personal crafting or in anything else, you can create torches. So we're not going to do that just for the minute, because we're going to make some more charcoal from it, and I'm just going to pop the remainder of the wood in there and just use the charcoal to fire that through. We still have our 2 sticks, so we're now going to make an axe. So an axe is similar to, you just move this from the T configuration into that configuration. So we have a stone axe. I think we'll also just make a stone pickaxe as well, and that will just give us those tools. So we've got another achievement because we've upgraded from having just a wooden pickaxe to a normal one. And the other thing I think at the moment, if we can, yeah, we'll get a stone sword just in case we run into any nasty critters. So I usually keep that in position 2 because when I'm on the W key, that's nice and quick and easy for me to get to. So when something unexpected happens, I just have to shift my finger up 1 and I'm instantly into the mode I need to be into to kind of defend myself. Okay, so let's go out and let's see if we can find something to eat. So there should be some non-hostile mobs around, so sheep, cows. Ideally, if we had sheep, we would be able to make a bed and we'd be able to sleep through the night time, but that's not necessarily what's on the cards for the moment. I'm also keeping an eye on, because it looks like the sun is going to set shortly, but we know we've got coal. We've got coal here as well, so we'll pick up some real coal. And the real coal obviously adds to our experience points. You can see down the bottom of the screen we have our hearts, which is our, well, I'm sure you can figure that one out, it's our health. The bits of meat, which is our hunger level, and how well fed we are. We've also got the green bar, which shows our experience points, and we accumulate those, and we make those so that we can enchant things and we can do other things in the game. That didn't sound good. Where is he? He's not there. Okay. So at the moment I'm just remembering where we put our home, and it's down in here. So I'm gonna basically set up the mini-map. I'm gonna get inside, and because we're on a mod pack, so this isn't available for people that have got the vanilla Minecraft, but we should be able to waypoint. So we're gonna go into, so this is a different minimap. I'm used to the raise minimap. So we've got the hide minimap is off, we've got the regular size, so we just need the controls. So the menu is M, the waypoint hotkey is B, and we can toggle mobs, but we don't have a key assigned to that just yet. And the main full screen map is X, so that's good. So what we're going to do for now is we're just going to, now that we know that B is our waypoint key, we're going to say home, and that will choose and just display us where we are. Fantastic. That's actually a much more pleasing visual effect than the raise minimap, but the raise has been very good to me, so I can't really grumble. Okay, so I'm just going to see if this spider that I can hear is coming up close, and we're just going to make a little step here so we can get up here if we need to. As you can see, the sun's getting set. We've got plenty of ores, so we've got plenty of opportunities to go and mine things here. And as it's night time, I'm now going to start to head in here, and we will use our charcoal to make some torches so that we can basically light the place up a bit. So we're going to put one outside to try and keep people away, or keep the mobs away. Then obviously we'll have some inside so that we know what's going on in here, although we've got this. So now we're going to kind of build back. Well, I say build back, we're going to cut back. The idea being that what we'll do is we'll set up a couple of rooms back here, one of which will be our bedroom when we are able to build a bed. The other one will be our mining room. So this one I'm not worried about. So we're just going to set up, and this also gives us the cobblestone that we need to make more tools. As we can hear, we've got the spider is around somewhere, and we're not too worried about him at the moment because we are inside, and they can bang on the door as much as they like. I'm not listening. I'm not answering. Okay, so I'm going to leave the coal in the floor for now. And then I'm going to offset the door for the mining room. Well, the entryway for the mining room. Just a little bit. No, it needs to come back in here. That's cool. And now we need some more torches. And we've already got a replacement pick in the form of our stone pickaxe. So let's get some... No, I didn't want to do that. So I now have buttons, and I didn't want buttons, I wanted sticks. So it's probably going to be time to kind of run the gauntlet. Go out and try and... maybe not. It is dead of night, and I'm not seeing much out there. So I'm not going to chance that one. I am going to wait till the morning before I go out and try and get some more wood to make us some more torches. We don't have any food, but fortunately we've got enough. We're not hungry enough to kind of not make it through the night, but we will go and sort that out soon enough. So what we might do is just have a little look around just to see if there's trees and all, but I'm not sure. See if we can kind of build ourselves, let's cut ourselves a way through past this lava, because we don't want to go into that because we're going to get killed if we do. And I've had enough lava deaths to know kind of a few things about how to get past the lava, so we'll just take some of this coal. Hopefully the light from the lava and our torch will keep the critters away. So that one is, let's just see what that is, that's copper ore, so that's a nice deep coppery colour. Not too worried about marble at the moment because it's not really a fancy house right yet. So we'll just concentrate on the basics, which is going to be the stuff like coal. At the moment, until we get some kind of power generation, we're going to need plenty of coal to kind of smelt things. I'm hearing a skeleton as well now, which means I'm probably going to find myself under attack soon, but we'll see. I really am hearing him. Where is he? I'm sure I'm not making it up. Hopefully you guys are hearing it as well. Like I said, I know the volume looked like it's turned down quite low, but on the sound tests I did, you could hear it quite nicely. So we'll go back into our red alert mode with our sword out. Okay. There's a tree right there, so we can get our wood. As you can see, the blocks just break that much faster now that I've got the stone axe. And although we can't see them, we're just going straight up, and that's got the tree. So we'll go in and we're going to make some more. Now we can make more. What do we need? We need more torches. That's what we need. I know what I want to say. I just don't know how to say it. So it's usually worthwhile having quite a good supply of torches. Oh, Enderman. I heard him as well. So this is the advantage obviously of being on the normal difficulty. So let's get the torch up in here. And we can what we can do is we make this our kind of mining annex. So basically with the Feed the Beast stuff, usually you're needing to get some of the more advanced materials like redstone and diamond quite early on to build the machines, if you want to kind of go that route. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to mine down, but I am going to mine down, so that may not make a great deal of sense right now. But first step, we're going to build ourselves a trapdoor. And again, that's just to keep the integrity of the base safe. And then we're going to have to start thinking about building ourselves some... So what I'm going to do is go down in twos, so you can see what's going on. And then I'll cover this top bit up, and we'll go down 3 at a time. But what we need now is going to be plenty more wood. So we're going to do this, move all our wood in. And what I've done there is, if you need to split the stack, you right click on it to pick it up, and it will just split it in half. So, and then if we right click here, it will pick up everything. So we're now going to make some ladders, and if we've got, let's see how many we can make. Bearing in mind that we might need some more sticks to make tools, so I'm going to leave it there. Although there wouldn't be enough to make another ladder. So we've now got 12, so we can go down 12 levels. And I think that's what we'll start to do. Basically to get ourselves away from that rain. So if we perch on this and then just dig down, we can go down 3 levels. We can jump down without it being any danger for us. And we can then use the ladders, if we kind of go against them, to get back out. So now what I'm going to do is, next step is going to be for us to kind of mine back in here, stick a torch in so we can see what we're doing, and then we're just going to kind of normalize what's going on up here. So we're going to go into our inventory, we're going to get some of our cobblestone, we're just going to pop that there, and we're then going to put our trapdoor on the top against that. So now we can right click against our trapdoor the same way that we do with our main door, and that just allows us to kind of control access. And as we go down, if we just kind of right click on the way down, it'll close. So we'll just kind of finish off, I think, getting down. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So we're going to finish off just digging down, using all of those ladders. Basically trying to do it as safely as possible by not digging directly down from the block that you're stood on. And what I find is usually every second indent that I put in here is where I put the torch, because the light does travel nicely enough. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, as you can see, we've gotten the lights can't gone down. I can hear water around us, so we need to be careful, otherwise we'll be flooding the area. And we're going to put a torch in here. And we've only got 2 more ladders, so I'm going to go up and end the episode for now. And we'll be back when we have some more. We'll be back and we'll get some more ladders. And we'll just see. Have we survived? Yeah, we have survived our first night in the survival world, even with all the nasties around. So for the time being, take care folks, and we'll be back soon. Ciao for now.